feel that? Something life-altering just happened.
Did your acid kick in?
Oh.
Oh, this is a show that we made for you, for your mom and your dad and your aunties too. So grab yourself a coffee, it's a crack of dawn, and strap yourself in for a Heaps Good Morning.
Yes, something life-altering has just happened, and it's not the LSD.
Very true, my good friend, for there have been many good mornings in our lifetime, but this is the very first ever Heaps Good Morning TM.
Finally, after months of planning and brainstorming, this show has gone from a fun idea to a concept to the humble show you see before you, free to watch on your television, computer, or mobile device.
For the next 12 weeks or more, we hope to make your Sunday mornings more entertaining, more delightful, and hopefully even a little bit more informative. But being our first week doing this show and our first ever time working together, we thought it might be a good idea to do some team building exercises.
Good idea or not, that's what we're doing.
Okay, so we're going to start with 2 truths and a tale. This is something that I actually did a few years ago with one of my study groups, and I thought it was a little bit entertaining, so we might include it. So basically, 2 truths and a lie. You need to tell 2 truths and a lie. And then you got to work out, well, we'll have to work out, because we're the only ones here, who's telling the truth, what the truths and what the lies are. Okay. Who's going to start?
You can start.
I can start?
Yeah.
Okay. I've written mine down just to make it easier for myself. Okay, so number 1.
Yeah.
I have had a famous musician sleep in my bed. Number 2.
Yeah.
I played Frankenfurter in a local production of the Rocky Horror Show. And number 3. I was 28 years old the first time that I left the state.
Oh, if that's true, that's very sad.
Yeah,
I mean, South Australia's fantastic.
It would be pretty sad.
Okay. Well, let's see. I have a friend that has famous people sleep at his house fairly often whenever they're in town, like for a show. And Australia, despite being really huge, is quite small in the general scheme of things. Everybody knows everybody. So I think that one might be true. The second one was... I forgot what it was.
I played Frankenfurter in a local production of the Rocky Horror Show.
Well, knowing your love for braces and corsets, that's
True.
also believable. And since I played Columbia for a long time, that could be very true. So I'm just going to go with that you couldn't possibly have stayed in South Australia until you were 28. That's sad.
Okay. Well,
That's the tale.
Okay, well, the tale is... I played Frankenfurter in a local production of Rocky Horror Show. Yes, I was 28 years old the first time that I left South Australia.
That's really tragic.
Yeah, I always wanted to leave. It's just I never really got the opportunity to until 2013. So, yeah.
Did you go somewhere exciting at least?
I went to Queensland. We went to the theme parks and stuff. It was alright. I enjoyed my... Look, it was good for a first holiday, but I've gone on a cruise since then, and that was so much more entertaining.
I think I was 25 when I moved to Australia.
25?
Yeah.
See, yeah.
I think.
I didn't catch the travelling
Maybe
bug
26,
until a lot
something
later.
like that. Well, if you haven't played Frankenfurter, I think it's something we should do.
Okay,
Could be a bit of fun.
I did put it in there because it's something I have always wanted to do.
It's fun.
So anyone putting on a local production, let me know.
Let us know. I can tap dance. I'll be like the most Rubenesque Columbia you've ever had at this stage of the game, but whatever.
And I can sing apparently, so...
Yeah, you can.
I'm shit with accents, but... Oop! I might bleep that one out.
Do we have to? We are adults, right?
Oh, we are adults.
Anyway.
I don't know.
We'll see how we go with that. Okay, so my turn. My 2 truths and a tale are... You know, Robin said this morning that statistically people always put their tale at the very end, but you didn't.
That's because I thought it was going to be too typical to put it at the end.
Ah, she did warn me this morning. Okay, so my 2 truths and a tale. So number 1, This scar here on my hand, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how that works. Anyways, I got from being stabbed in a fight. Number 2 is one time I got my arm stuck in a cardboard tube from the center of fabric, and I had to get assistance to have it pulled out. And then as soon as I got it pulled out, I got it stuck again, put it back in. And number 3 is I single-handedly got Texas the state fish of the largemouth spotted black bass. So there's my 3.
Okay, so you got, the what was the bass one?
Well,
don't go into too much detail because I've got to guess.
I got Texas, a state fish of the largemouth spotted black bass.
Okay. Do you know what? I think that one is too... it's too obscure to not be true.
Okay.
So I'm going to say you're a bit of a feisty woman. I'm going to say that you probably got stabbed in the hand as well. I'm going to say you didn't get your arm caught in a tube.
Really?
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm right.
It was Robin that got her arm stuck in the tube.
So it did happen. It's a true story.
Yes.
See, and that's the key to probably making your fake stories more believable. Make them somebody else's real stories because that way they sound real.
It was true. It happened twice, and I had to free her both times.
You didn't think of putting it in the bin or something?
Well, no, we used it. I worked at this hippie shop, and it, like the, hippie drapery fabric came on it. And so I needed it there for when we packed up the shop because it was just the outlet shop. So I couldn't throw them away. And she was bored while I was working. And she was like, I reckon my arm can fit. I've got photos of it. Maybe I'll share them. Maybe we'll include them because they're real funny.
For anyone that doesn't know, Robin is Mercedes' partner.
And again...
So you'd think, if it was a child or something like that, you could understand. Why did she put her arm in there a second time?
I don't know. I think she thought, I figured out the flaw to how I got it stuck the first time. I'll just put it in the second time and I'll be able to free myself. And I turned and looked at her and she was like, are you serious? It's bad. I'll find the photo. We'll include it.
Robin, that's terrible. That really is terrible.
It's embarrassing.
I hope she was embarrassed.
I don't think she was. I think she thought it was hilarious.
Well, now she's going to be embarrassed because the whole world knows.
I don't think she feels embarrassment, so she'll probably do it again now. Just be like, that was fun when I did that. Oh, man. So.
All right, so what's next?
Well, our next team building exercise is a hand-holding exercise.
Oh, my hands are all clammy. This is going to be fantastic.
Are they clammy? Well, I washed all the makeup off of mine, so they're good. So what we do is we hold hands for 60 seconds. I don't know. Do we have to stare intently into each other's eyes?
That's the idea,
That's the idea.
Yeah.
So forced intimacy is what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we going to hold hands? Just like, are we gonna lace our fingers or?
I don't know. How do you want to do it?
Well, I feel like a handshake hold is weird.
Yep.
So
how about if you place your hands on top of mine?
Just like
this.
Like this?
Okay.
Well, that's awesome. Your hands are clammy. Why don't we do it like this? Give me this hand.
Okay.
And then we'll do that.
All right.
And then we have to stare intently at each other.
We have to stare intently at each other for roughly a minute, and we're not supposed to.
We don't have a timer.
We don't have a timer, so we're just going to
hold hands. So how's things?
Fantastic.
That's good.
You've got really pretty eyes.
Thanks. They're my good feature. I always wish I had brown eyes, though. I don't know why.
Really?
I wore brown contacts briefly, and they just looked weird and fake.
Yeah.
Your eyes are like a bluey green. I mean, a greeny brown. Hazel.
They are a hazel colour. That's exactly what they are. And I've actually tried putting contacts in myself. I put blue ones in because I like blue eyes.
To look weird?
Yeah. It looked really odd.
Creepy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took them out and never put them back in.
How were you putting contacts in?
I don't know, with my finger and just...
No, I don't mean how you did it. I mean, how did you find it?
It hurt.
Really? Because I put my contacts in all the time. Not today. But I wear them daily usually.
I used, they were disposable ones, and I think they might have been a bit out of date.
Oh, so it burnt?
So it burnt and it left my eyes irritated for about 4 days afterwards.
Robin gets really grossed out. Well, all of my friends get really grossed out because when I take my contacts out, I think it's funny, just flick them anywhere like a booger. So, like, my kid sister always finds them stuck to her mirror in her entryway. She gets real mad. I think it's hysterical. Or I pretend like I'm going to hand somebody something and it's really just my crusty old dried up contacts.
Oh, tasty. What's for dinner?
Contacts. They're not very filling.
No, I can imagine.
They say that your eyes are quite salty. Have you ever licked an eye?
No. No.
I have heaps, actually, because I read somewhere it was a fetish. So I spent a good couple of years trying to get people to let me lick their eye.
Can I lick your eye?
Well, yeah, but you'll mess up my makeup. But you can. I'll let you lick my eye.
All right.
Okay. I want to lick yours too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, I lick.
All right, cool.
Later.
Okay, cool.
Do you think it's been a minute?
Yeah, I think it has.
Okay.
All right, cool.
So, do you feel closer to me now?
I do.
That was intense, though.
It was very
a bit
intense.
awkward.
But, you know, I've got something to look forward to now and get to lick your eye.
Licking.
Oh.
Well, maybe we'll do that in the next episode.
Why not?
I've licked a lot of people's eyes, and everybody gets really grossed out by it, but it's not as gross as you think. It's like that whole people think snakes are slimy.
Yeah.
But they're not.
No, they're not.
Slimy. Eyes are odd. They're odd, but not slimy. Bit salty. Oh, what's the next one?
The next one is frozen teas. So I don't know if anyone's seen any videos on the internet of frozen teas before, but basically you get a t-shirt, you wet it, and you put it in the freezer. Then we have to see who can defrost their t-shirt the quickest and put it on their bodies.
We did prepare ours last night.
We did. We prepared them slightly differently, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference.
I think when we show you the t-shirts, it'll say a lot about our personalities. Because I'm very controlling. I'm like super. Everyone thinks I'm this like. When you first see me, people think, "Oh, look at her. She's a bit wild, a bit rambunctious." But I'm not. I'm so super like square, and very black and white. And so when I got the text message reminding me to freeze my t-shirt, I was really thorough. Super thorough about it, and it's all neat and organized and compact, and you'll see it in a second. Whereas your t-shirt,
mine's just kind of in a bowl, just a massive lump. Because I guess do you know what? I really don't care.
I think that's going to help you though, because I didn't know how this game was played, and so I thought I don't want my shirt being too wrinkledy, too wadded up when I'm trying to put it on. So I misinterpreted how we did this game, so I might have screwed myself over with the intensity with which I prepared my shirt.
That's all right, means I'm going to win, so I'm happy with that.
Well, I'm not competitive anyways. I'll just like that mine's a nice little bundle. We'll be back in a minute. We'll go get our shirts, and then we will try to put them on.
Okay, so we have our frozen t-shirts here. As you can see, that's a very nice, neat little pack. I'll show you my monstrosity.
Are we taking them out of the plastic? Same time.
Well, we're not.
Were you taking yours out of the plastic?
I'm not taking it out. I just want to show everybody. Look, there's a massive lump of ice on there.
Oh, it looks so grody.
Okay, so yeah, it does. My t-shirt is losing its colour. So it started making it look like that I haven't washed my t-shirt, but I have. I promise you I have. No, I haven't. You're going to smell it. You're going to smell it.
Sniff it, creep.
Okay.
So yeah, and like I said, a little bit controlling, and I thought that this would be a good idea. But now looking at it, I feel like it was not very beneficial to what the actual goal is.
No, it probably wasn't, but who knows? Neither of us have actually ever done this before, so we're just going from theories on what we think might happen.
Which doesn't always prove to be right.
No, it doesn't.
No.
So basically the idea is you're not allowed to use any objects besides your body and your hands, and it is the first person to put the t-shirt on wins.
Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. Anyway.
There's going to be lots of body rolls.
Are we going to take the plastic off? Oh, wait, I want one of that. Maybe mine's cool.
Yeah, because this is going to be cold. Let's have a sip of hot Joe first.
Don't use your coffee to melt your shirt.
Oh, no. Body heat only. Luckily, I'm starting to warm up at the moment, so this might be an advantage as well.
It was very cold in here before.
It was. We had to turn the air conditioner off.
Executive decision.
So if you've noticed that there's a little less humming in the background of the video, that's why.
It's true.
Yeah. All right, are we ready? Okay. Who's going to count us in?
3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by trying to take off. Oh. Why do I already feel like this was a bad idea?
This was your idea.
I know this was my idea. I saw it and I thought, hey, that looks cool. Why don't we do that?
Oh, man. Mine is so solid. It can't even, I can't even find a free edge. I need a free edge.
Yeah, I've got no free edge at the moment either, so...
Oh, man. No tools, huh?
No tools allowed. Now, luckily, we actually had quite a cool day here yesterday, so I was worried that it was going to be too cold to do this, but it's not too bad.
In typical Adelaide fashion, the weather has changed dramatically overnight while we slept.
Yeah, it tends to do that. Every 2 or 3 days, you're in for the opposite season of what you're actually meant to be in.
Americans, or Texans more specifically, it is very similar to Texas weather, whereas you get very excited when it's springtime because you have a nice day and you can tuck away your... Well, we don't really wear parkas here in Australia, in this part of Australia, but, and then the next day you're like, oh man, where's my leggings? Because it gets cold again. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm starting
I know this is against the rules, but can we just swap and you have a look at how tightly mine is done?
Sure, yeah. Oh, are you serious? Nah, I reckon you're going to be more successful than I am at this point.
Why?
I've got a layer of ice.
Hey, try to take it apart at least. Don't just look at it. Yeah, because you do have a free edge. Mine doesn't. Mine's all tucked up. Although, the way I rolled my plastic, it was a lot easier. It just kind of rolled out. Jeepers. Ugh.
We're totally
talking mushrooms. This is insane.
We're really gonna have to edit the crap out of this. Our goal is to not edit too much when it comes to this show, but
we're gonna have to speed it up because this is.
We've got 20 minutes left on the camera for shooting. I'm hoping that's going to be enough time for us to get through this and do the next part that we've got to do. Oh, no, you bitch.
Well, yeah, but that just means I've got to wear it longer than you do. Ah! Oh, man. Oh, it's so miserable. Oh, man. It's so cold. It's so cold. But I won.
Oh, you won. You won.
Oh, man, that's cold.
All right, so maybe what we'll do now is we'll turn off the camera for a minute and I will finish doing mine and then we'll come back and finish off the show for you.
It's refreshing. It is so refreshing.
How's your nipples?
Frozen.
We'll be back in a minute.
Oh, man. Now, after waiting for 25 minutes for Ziggy to thaw his shirt out in the microwave.
Yes, I've had to use the microwave because it was just taking too long. We were standing out there for ages and ages, so...
We both had a go at trying to do it. Clearly, my technique, for future reference, for those of you that are going to do the frozen t-shirt challenge, if you will, on your show or... with your telemarketing team building group or whatever, just do it my way. Fold it up nice and neat and roll it up, and you won't spend half an hour microwaving your t-shirt.
And even though this has been microwaved, this still has icicles all over it.
Still very frozen. I won't point out that he's getting the desk wet.
Oh,
I moved your towel because I set up. I should make you do the truffle shuffle because of waiting for so long. My coffee's cold. My shirt is warm.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. Okay. Oh. And seriously, we're going to do the next section with these on.
Yes, we are doing the next section with these on.
Oh, no, that was my idea, but now I regret it. So you're lucky you've had time for your short shirt to get a little bit more.
I stood in the sun. Now it just fits perfect. It's like a moist hug. Oh, well, yeah. It's like a It's like a thought out shirt's what it's like.
Oh my lord. Okay.
I'm loving it. He wanted me to put my shirt back in the freezer while he thawed his out, and I said, fat chance of that. That's what you get for winning.
Well, I wanted us to be as cold as each. I wanted us to be as cold as each other.
Yeah, well, I've been cold, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh, okay. I think that's as good as it's getting. It's.
All right, well, before we do the last segment and while you ease into your frozen pits and nips, I'll thank everybody for joining us for the first episode of Heaps Good Morning. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all of your friends because our fate is at your little grubby fingertips.
Now, we've been thinking for a little while about how we should end each episode. Do we have a catchphrase? Do we do some shout outs to fans? And we thought, no, why don't we do something that we're both absolutely terrible at?
Acting.
So this is how we came up with reenactments.
This week we're going to do episode 1, season 1, Gilmore Girls, because it's like my top secret, not so secret, guilty pleasure.
Gilmore Girls. This is going to be great.
I'm going to play, because I'm young and dewy and innocent, Rory Gilmore, and Ziggy's going to play Lorelai Gilmore, the mother.
I'm playing the mother. That's right, I am too. Okay, let's go.
Hey, it's freezing.
What do you need? Hot tea? Coffee?
Lip gloss.
I have chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, and marshmallow.
Ugh, anything in there not resembling a breakfast cereal?
Here. It doesn't have a smell, but it changes colour with your mood.
God, RuPaul doesn't have this much makeup.
Hang on, I think I've got some RuPaul here.
That's a vibrator.